Hey everyone, it's Kai. From bikes that go insanely fast to ones that look like they're from a whole other world, come with me as I reveal to you 9 motorcycles from the future. Number 9, Honda V4 concept. When we say motorcycles from the future, we really mean motorcycles that are not out in mass production, which often means concept bikes, such as the Honda V4 concept. This bike was revealed way back in 2008 during the Intermot Saloon in Cologne, Germany. The point of this bike was simple. It was meant to be unlike any bike known before, all while having a powerful engine that would allow you to go fast while you slice through the air. One of the highlights of this bike is the 12,000cc V4 engine and semi-auto gearbox, an option that allows the driver to operate the motorcycle in either automatic or manual styles, thus making it a bike that anyone can drive, no matter their preference. Honda has been working on the V4 concept for over 10 years, and for one reason. They want this to be a bike that can do everything they promised and more, including being one of the most aerodynamic bikes on the market. So much so, they're even looking into adding a rear wing to the bike to make it even more aerodynamic. Number 8, Royal Enfield Concept KX. At the 2018 EICMA motorcycle show in Milan, Italy, a surprise bike was shown in the form of a Royal Enfield Concept KX. The reason it stunned people, though, wasn't because it had a far-out look that made it look like a true future bike, but rather, the team at Royal Enfield took the look of their classic 1930s style bike and remade it with a mix of classic and future parts, thus making it a true fusion cycle of sorts that would please both die-hard motorcycle enthusiasts and those who would rather have more modern equipment. For many, they noted that the true beauty of this bike is that it actually looks like the classic 1930s Royal Enfield, including how the seat looks, the style of the gas tank, and more. But it also has modern features like the exhaust, the front axle, the bulkier wheels, etc., while also having a safer 858cc engine to power it versus the 1140cc engine of the original. The biggest surprise, though, came when Royal Enfield announced that this bike was only going to be a concept bike. It would not at the present time be made into production, which confused many because they felt like in the West, especially, it would sell very well. However, many are expecting the Royal Enfield Concept KX to influence future bikes. Number 7, BMW MOTORRAD Vision Next 100. As the future of motorcycles comes into focus, the desire to make each new bike safer for the driver is the biggest thing for a lot of companies. And for BMW, they're taking that notion of safety into the next future bike. The BMW MOTORRAD Vision Next 100. What makes it so safe? Simply put, this bike has a frame and stabilization system that is so advanced that you're turning the whole bike instead of just the tires, which at times can cause crashes in modern bikes. So safe is this concept bike that BMW is claiming that this will be a bike you don't have to wear a helmet, as the danger of crashing this bike is so low. As if that wasn't enough, because of the frame being so flexible, it's always perfectly balanced to an extent that it doesn't need a kickstand to stay upright. Once you get off the bike, it remains in a perfect upright position. Aside from safety and security, the other main driving force behind the BMW MOTORRAD Vision Next 100 was that of freedom. Freedom from the confines of regular bikes of the world and the ability to feel yourself going fast as you glided down the road. Number 6, Yamaha MWT9 NIKEN. For motorcycles, traction is not just a necessity, it's vital to making a bike worth riding. In the eyes of Yamaha, they felt this should be the driving force behind their next concept bike, called the Yamaha MWT9 NIKEN. The focus of this bike isn't difficult. They put a 2-wheel setup on the front of the bike, but it's not a tricycle, not technically. Those kinds of bikes have 2 wheels spaced out like a car, whereas the wheels on this motorcycle are close together in order to allow for not just traction, but a very tight turn radius. The bike is powered by a liquid-cooled, fuel-injected 4-stroke DOHC 4-valve inline triple engine, which allows the bike to make a lot of power to the ground, and the wheels will allow that power to be used to its fullest via unprecedented front-end grip. While the bike isn't out yet, it's slated for a release in the near future. Number 5, BMW Hover Bike. In the vehicle world, collaborations can be rare because of the pride of certain companies. But sometimes they make unusual yet grand designs, such as when BMW and Lego teamed up. This team-up produced what can only be described as a hover bike. But how this bike came to be is interesting. The original collaboration between Lego and BMW wasn't for an actual hover bike. It was for a unique set of Lego kits that kids could use to build certain BMW bikes. Then, they decided to have fun and create a hover bike kit, which was very popular. When the real-life version of the hover bike was unveiled to the world, many wondered if BMW was going to make a whole line of hovercrafts, but they denied this. Number 4, HOVERSURF S3. Not all bikes need to operate on the ground. The team at HOVERSURF took this to heart when they decided to make a vehicle that would quite literally take them off the ground while still somewhat feeling and operating like a motorcycle, and thus came to be the HOVERSURF S3. While it may look like something from a James Bond film, it's a machine that does work and has been proven to work. The focus was to not just make a hover bike of sorts, but to use the technology that's out there now to make this product a reality. Well, they made it happen. It uses a mix of manual and automatic technology to make the blades spin and guide the craft and to lower it down, not unlike a regular motorcycle. The bike has gone through some updates since the original unveiling, including having a carbon fiber body to ensure its strength and a light weight. It's installed multiple safety procedures to protect the rider, and arguably, just as important, it can reach speeds over 50 kilometers per hour. Number 3, PERAVES MONOTRACER. One of the most important things to note about concept cars and motorcycles is that they're just that. They're concepts. They're potentially rides that could work and sell well if certain things test well. The PERAVES MONOTRACER is a perfect example of this, because when PERAVES unveiled this in 2009, many felt they were onto something with a very unique cabin motorcycle that could fit a couple of people and drive safely through the countryside, the city, and more. And then, people started to see firsthand that the cabin motorcycle has a key flaw, mainly its balance issues, meaning that it falls over a lot if not properly placed, and also while driving around, which is a problem because having a balanced motorcycle is vitally important in order to not cause accidents. Those who rode the bike noted the balance issues and also noted, while the ride could be sweet at times, they feared for their lives. When making a sharp turn on the bike, it felt like it would fall over at any second. A first-hand account of a test drive noted that driving the bike isn't something you learn in 5 minutes. You have to have a certain amount of finesse to drive it, which is true for most motorcycles, but not quite like this. Despite these flaws, the bike is scheduled to release in the next few years. Number 2, Harley-Davidson Future Custom. Harley-Davidson is one of the most respected brands in the motorcycle world today. They're developing a new bike called the Future Custom that is meant to represent an older style of bike while also being powered by modern and future power. Mainly, Harley-Davidson noticed that many people are going back to the simplified times of motorbikes that were popular in the 30s, 40s, and 50s. The Future Custom is a representation of that of old school style while empowering the sleek looks of motorcycles of now. The company notes its aggressive and muscular stance as an attraction to the bike, which is, of course, bolstered by a 1250cc engine that'll help the driver go fast in no time flat. The bike is scheduled to be released in the next few years. Number 1, NEUTRON. If this concept bike looks familiar to you, there's a reason. It's called the NEUTRON, and it's the bike that was developed by Parker Brothers Concepts and was shown off in the film Tron Legacy as Light Cycle. And not unlike a true light cycle, the NEUTRON is a completely electric motorcycle via lithium battery pack, meaning that it doesn't have any gas emissions and is thus very friendly to the environment, which a vast majority of motorcycles are not. The only downside to this bike is that the team is only making a limited amount of bikes per year, including only 25 in 2019. The bike is sleek and very aerodynamic, so much so that the Parker Brothers state that the bike can go up to 100 miles per hour. Just as important though, the Parker Brothers take the bike to new heights with each passing year. They evolved the brand and the style to make it more functional and more fun for the rider, including being able to choose which color the lights can glow, making you feel like you're really in Tron, which is where the actual concept of the bike came from. Thanks for watching. What do you think of these motorcycles from the future? Is there any more that should be added on the list? Let me know in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe. Hey, wait. Stick around for some of my bloopers from making this video. Hey, number 4, HOVERSURF. Number 4, HOVERSURF.
What is it?
HOVERSURF.
HOVERSURF.
HOVERSURF. Okay. Number 4. Wait. The whole blooper part is gonna be in the blooper. Hey, wait. Some bloopers. My bloopers from making this video.
Da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da, ba-da-da.
Bye guys, thank you. I'll see you next time.